Recording on. Hope you're all okay. So what we're going to do first is we're going to start just with taking the leg from side to side. Keep going with that. And then change over to the other side. It's quite good for balance. And then just shake the legs out. Then we're going to just bring that knee up and stretch back. Bring those elbows in, so you're going to start working into your abs and into your shoulders. And then we're going to bring that back into the middle. We're just going to lift the heels a few times. And then we're going to change over to the other side. Bring that knee in and step. I'm trying to get the elbows right now. Last one. Okay, starting off quite fast. So what we're going to do is just bring it down a bit now. So we're just going to lift the heel and lower, so we get a good movement and mobilisation into the toes. Then we're going to take that leg back a bit more and bring it, bring it back down so you can get that stretch into the calf muscles. Bring it forwards again and then stretch down for a second or two. And then we're just going to take the foot and just bend it slightly the other way, so you've got that stretch in the front of your foot. Quite hard to hold that balance. And then bring it back into the middle. Change over to the other side. So you're just doing this foot sort of quite close to you first. And now we're going to take it back, so you've got a nice stretch, lift and stretch. And then we're just going to bring that foot forwards and just into that slight stretch. And bring it back up. Okay, brilliant. Then we're going to bring the arms out in front. We've got our little stretch behind. That really works into the shoulders, doesn't it? Then bringing the arms down, bringing the hands together, and then stretch those fingers for a few seconds. And then we're going to come up and we're going to stretch out to the side. I'm going to come forwards and stretch again. I'm going to come up. I'm going to go to the side slightly, really stretch into that side, back into the middle and over to the other side. Back into the middle, coming round and roll those shoulders. Then we're just going to take the head over to one side. Back into the middle and then over to the other side. And then back into the middle, hands behind your head. You're going to squeeze your head into the palms and then release. Yeah, and bring the arms down. I'm going to do a little bit for the side. So we're taking the hands very lightly out to the side. I'm going to take it over. So just don't forget to pull in through the abs. And then a little twist. And then back and up. And then we'll take it over to the other side. Last one. And relax those shoulders. So the shoulders might feel a bit stiff. And let's just take the arms behind. That just gets a really nice stretch to lengthen. Then we're going to just get a bit back into a little bit more raising the heart rate. So we're taking that hand towards the elbow, hand towards the ankle, that's the word, or the shin. So see if you can do a little bit of a twist. Again, this is just working into the abs. I've got this new exercise tonight to try. We're in seated position for the sides, for your obliques, which is quite good. It doesn't put pressure on the shoulders, like when we do that side plank. So I think you'll like this one, kind of. Certainly won't put pressure on your shoulders. And then we're going to just take it behind. So take the arms up. Oh, I can't do this. That's it. Okay, let's let the arms go down now. Okay, then just bring it back into the middle. So you're just lifting the heels. I'm going to just circle the arm. And then bring the arms down. Then we're going to put the fingers just in between the chest, roll the shoulders down, put in through the abdominals, so just slightly change that position, and we're just going to take it with a little pulse to one side and then a couple of pulses to the other. And then we're going to bring the arms down after this one. Roll the shoulders, then just take the arms out in front, again pulling through the abdominals. Take it over to one side, back to the middle. So we've got one more on each side. Bring the arms down, okay. And squeeze those shoulders up and release. Okay, let's do feet are, oh actually I'll tell you what, let's take the feet out wide. And we're going to just take those knees out. And what we're looking to do is try and go a little bit lower if you can, if your knees can cope with that. It's just, I can feel that in my left knee. So I'm just trying to change the positioning a little bit. And if you can, we're just going to come down and we're just going to do some pulses in that position. Working into your adductors, the inner thighs. Then just gently straighten up, bring the legs in. And we're going to bring the elbows in towards your waist, roll the shoulders down and squeeze, release. We're going to add a couple of pulses. Last one. And bring the arms down. Roll on the shoulders a couple of times, take the arms out, and we're just going to do some small circles. And change direction, drop the hands if you want to. And then just bring those arms down. And then we'll take the feet out a little bit wider. We're just going to bring those arms up into that circle. We're going to then change direction. Lovely, last one. Feel that in the abdominals as well. Bring the feet in. Going to just lift the toes and spread them. Relax them, lift the heels and lower, and lift and lower. Okay. Then we're going to bring the legs in. I can hear my cat out there meowing to try and come in. So what we're going to do is just take one leg behind. Just be careful with your knees. So you're going to just do some small find a good position. And it's just that back leg is just dropping slightly. So you should feel, and if you squeeze and like pull in through the abdominals a little bit, you can get a good sort of stretch in this position, in the hip flexor position. So it's a kind of a lunge, but it's not. And then just straighten that leg behind and bring it up together. We'll try that on the other side. Quite good for balance as well. See how that feels on the knees. Again, just pull through so you can get a good stretch. Last one. Bring that leg forward and just stretch. Okay. What we'll do then is we're coming down to the floor. Feels cold today. Very cold. So I'm not using any props tonight because you're going to work quite hard with the ab exercises as well, so we'll just keep it simple tonight. How's that? That's okay. Right, okay. I don't think my whole pad on. I've just got my new exercise detailed here. And I did quite a few last night, doing some trying out, and then I forget half of them. I've just had, that's why I was late. I was just quickly looking at the video, and I just didn't get time to look at them all. But I'm sure we'll pick some up as we go. So the first one's going to be one of the new exercises. It's on our side, and this is the one that kind of what we often have done. Well, not often, because I don't think a lot of us like it. Is this one where we do this side plank and we lean, you know, and it's good for the side. But there's I've discovered another one that's more easy on the shoulder. So what you do is you do start off in this position, and you just have to see how that feels, but you could start with your hand like this as well. So I'll show you what we do. All we're actually doing is we're lifting, I've got to get this right, coming down and then coming across. So you could just come to your hand and to just bend the elbow slightly. But if you're coming all the way down to the elbow, so you're going to feel that in both sides. You're going to feel it here and here, because we're bringing the arm over. If you didn't bring the arm over, you'll just feel it in this other, on the side the legs are. Actually, if you do a couple of pulses, you can feel that a little bit more. This is going to be your last one. And then before we go on to the other side, we'll take the legs out in front, lean back slightly, and we're going to lift that leg with a few sort of little lifts while it's lifted. Does that make sense? A few little pulses, I suppose. You can just really feel that in your quads. I think we'll do that stretch today, actually, the kind of all-round stretch, because that will work with these. It will work on the glutes and the quads. Last one on each side. Then while we're in this position, we're just going to just take the arms from side to side. So you could, if you want, you could use some weights. Actually, I quite like to use a weight for this one. Again, this really works into the side, into our love handles. Haven't heard it called that for a while. Last one. That always gets my back. I don't know about you, but gets my back. And then I just thought the one that we do where we take the knees from one side, bring them up and take them to the other. So if you want, you can have your hands behind and do it this way. So that's a slightly easier method. I know some of you sort of find this a bit strange. I feel like it's opening out in the hip area. Last one, this is. And then we've got to do the other side, haven't we? You remember what side that is? Yeah, I can just about remember. So we're coming down either onto our elbow or onto our hand. I'm going to lift and stretch. Because we're going from side over to the side, we're going to feel that in the outer obliques as well. It's a funny one, isn't it, in a way? But you can feel it. And I much prefer it to doing side planks. I think after this one, this will be the last one now. Good, okay. So what we'll do next then is we'll come onto our backs and we'll do some ab work, and then we'll see how that goes, and then I think we'll come up and do some glutes. And we'll go from there and see how much time we've got left. Okay, let's come down onto our backs. Yeah, so I'm just checking. I'm checking what I'm doing. Okay. Before we get onto those new exercises, let's just do a few others. So first of all, just ensuring we've got our neutral position in the spine, taking the arms up, head slightly tucked, chin slightly tucked, taking the arms back. So just get that nice, really nice stretch in the shoulders. Keep the rib cage down. And just use your breath, utilise the breath as you come back with the arms, breathing out, breathe in as you return. This is the last one. I'm going to bring the arms all the way down, and then we're going to squeeze the glutes and come up into a bridge position, holding that bridge. Just squeeze those glutes a little bit more. Let's wake them up a bit. And now we're going to roll back down through the vertebrae. Next, we're going to try a new exercise. So it's kind of got a bit of reverse curl in it. which some people go, oh no. But what we're going to do is you're going to bring the knees up. So rather than us coming up and doing this one, this reverse curl, we're going to bring the knees up. So it's going to look a bit like this. Stretch away, come out, and then you bring the knees in, stretch. So I am pushing myself up a bit, which I shouldn't really, but I'm trying to get the momentum. So you don't have to do that bit, to be honest. You can just bring the knees in, stretch them out, take them out to the side. Or you can just do a very small lift like I just did then. And that just works the abs that little bit. How's that going? So yeah, you don't have to do that curl. It's quite nice though, isn't it? Because it's quite nice to get that stretch in the inner thighs. And actually, this is your last one, but I can feel that's really tight muscles there. And then just bring the knees into your chest. So you can always let me know what you think of the new exercises. If there's any particular ones that if there's any that you particularly like, always let me know, or particularly don't like as well. And just stretch so you've got the back lifting. And then bend the knees. Okay, so next thing, well actually we'll do tabletop next. So arms are coming up as well, so I quite like to do this. We're going to stretch the leg away and come in. I want a breath outwards as you stretch away, pulling in through these abdominals here. And then you're going to start to take the arms back within your remit, see how your back feels, checking it's staying down. Just feel the difference, can't you? You can feel it coming into that sort of rib cage area. One more on each side. And slowly bring the arms down and bring the knees in. And just let's relax there for a second. So I think what we'll do now is we'll do some sort of work in the ab prep sort of position. So this is going to be quite strong abdominal work. So arms, elbows out to the side, hands under your head. And we're going to start just with the basic lift and lower ab crunch or not ab prep. Keeping the head heavy. So just be careful you don't pull the head up like that. Just think of the abs doing the lifting. If you concentrate on that, you'll really feel the difference. Last one. Okay, just take a quick rest and just, bring the arms down for a second. And actually what we're going to do is we'll support, we'll support one side actually, just makes it you can do it without. But so one arm sort of straight. So I've got my right hand under my head, left arm straight out. We're going to do a little lift just with the abs and come to the side and back. So you're not going upwards, you're just staying in the same position to the side and pushing. The hands are reaching down towards your feet. We've got 2 more. And then come back down and just stretch for a second. Yeah, so I can feel that already. I felt it last night when I was practicing some of these. It was most I felt it for a long time, so hopefully you'll feel it too. So it's changing over, swapping sides. So let's just engage the abs first, that little lift, so you can feel the contraction there, and then to the side and back. Reaching away. Come on, we're working hard tonight. We're going to do 3 more. 2 and 1. And relax. Take the heads from side to side if that feels good for your head and neck. Stretch the legs for a second. Whew. And then bend the knees. This time, got to think about this. There was one that we did. Got to think about this. Yeah, this is quite. This is a bit more difficult. It's probably harder to teach it online. But what you're doing is you're coming to that lifted position. You're going to do your normal squeeze away, and then when you come back, you're going to do the knee across, squeeze, and then knee to elbow. This is when you start to really feel it affecting your abs. But get the burn. I think we'll just do 1 more. Feel free to come back, you don't have to go straight into the other side, which is what they do in a lot of these things. So let's change over to the other side. And then when you're ready, contract, side, knee. It's when you bring that knee in, isn't it? God, what a difference. Oh, we're doing this Thursday night as well. We're going to see what response I get. Last one. Wow, and then come down and just stretch the legs away. Can you feel it here? Okay, so this is a nice one we can do now. This is another new exercise. So you're going to bring the legs up into tabletop, and so keeping the back imprinted, you're going to take the leg out to the side and bring it in. So just be careful. Feel that in my hip flexor on one side and then to the other side. You can always put your hands out to the side if you want to stabilise, or if you want to make it harder, you could bring your arms up here. So just got to be mindful of what the body's doing. After this one, bring the knees into your chest. And then just bring the legs back out to tabletop. And let's just do our toe taps, nice and easy, nice and simple. Bit of recovery. Last one. Bring the knees in. And then just keep one knee in, and we're going to go into our single leg stretch. Then bring the knees in, keep the head up if you can, if you're up, and then go straight into double leg. You're going to feel this tomorrow. Hopefully. Breath outwards as you stretch away. Last one. And bring those knees in. Whew. And then we're going to, let's just come up to seated, give you a bit of rest from all of that. And we'll go on to our sides. So, I think it'd be nice to do some open book and then just one or two exercises for lower body just to finish off, because I think open book, let's do open book first. Because open book's always lovely, and I think you deserve this tonight, as you've worked very hard. Last one. And then you're just going to do a quick change of position. You're going to stretch both legs away and really get a little lift under the waist, and we're going to try that circle without falling over. Just trying to utilise the abdominals to hold the position in the hips. Use your hand as well a little bit. Let's change direction. Whew. Then bring the leg down. Keep the legs in the same position, and we're going to lift and lower. So if you keep that lift under your waist, you should feel it a little bit in the waist on top. Looking good. Last one. Should we just try to think what, oh, I'll tell you what. Let's just finish it off with a leg lift. So the foot's pointed down slightly. And actually, let's just pulse it up there, so you can really feel the glutes working. We might as well work the glutes hard as well. After this next two, bring that leg down. Now you can give yourselves a pat, and let's change over to the other side. So we've got open book first, the chin slightly tucks. I don't know anybody that doesn't love this or like this. Okay, last one. Okay, let's change position. Straightening both legs. And we'll start with those circles. We want to lift under that waist. Otherwise you're going to move all over the place as you circle. Quite difficult. And let's change direction. And then we've got our double leg lifts. So going straight into those. Again, let's lift under this waist here. And after this one, flexing the foot slightly and just lift. You can bend the bottom leg. You can come down if you want to and then go back up again. And then bringing that leg down, just bring it forward. You can give your bottom a bit of a pat. And then we'll just come onto our backs again. One more ab exercise and it's stretches. So what we're going to do is we're going to come from side to side. If that's too much, feel free just to come over from one side to the other and support the head. We've got one more after this. Bring the head down, bring the knees in. And then just stretch the legs away. Excellent, okay. Bring the right leg over the left. Draw the leg in. We're going for that glute stretch. I forgot to do that seated stretch. It's kind of seated, the one where we put the leg across. Oh, we'll probably do it Thursday. Let's just release. Change over to the other side. Oh, draw the leg in. then just bring the feet together and just come into our hip rolls. You'll be pleased to know no more ab exercises tonight until Thursday. So one more roll. Bring the knees back. And we're going to bring the knees into your chest. Roll up. And breathe. Makes you feel like you want to have a good breath. So we'll do that now. So we stretch the arms out, take a breath in. Stretch up, breathing out through the mouth. And breathe in through the nose. And out. Give yourselves a clap and give your abs a clap as well. Say well done. Yes. I'll see you Thursday, some of you.